यस स्वामी जी प्रणाम। महादेव। अभी कैसा है? आंख तो स्वेलिंग लग रहा है ना। आईज आर swollen up।
कंजंक्टिवाइटिस भी है।
दर्द हो रहा होगा।
आंख आ गई है। आंख
आंख आ गई है। हाँ, पानी आएगा अभी आंख से।
आएगा, अब क्या करें, जो आएगा सो आएगा। है आंख, इसीलिए तो आंख के रोग भी होंगे।
जी स्वामी।
हाय राम, हाय राम, हाय राम। बैठो नीचे, वहीं पे बैठो नीचे। गुड, गुड, वहीं पे बैठो। जुगनी, क्या सुनाऊं? कल सुबह राम हृदय का पाठ हुआ, 6 से 7। वदन्ति केचित् परमोऽपि रामः स्वाविद्यया संवृतवान् संशयम् जानाति नात्मानमतः परेण सम्बोधितो वेद परात्मतत्त्वम् यदि स्म जानाति कुतो विलापः सीता कृते तेन कृतः परेण जानाति नैव यदि केन सेव्यः समो हि सर्वैरपि जीवजातैः पात्रोत्तरं किं विदितं भवद्भिः तद्ब्रूत मे संशयभेदि वाक्यम्। श्रीमहादेव उवाच धन्यासि भक्तासि परात्मनस्त्वं यज्ञातुमिच्छातव रामतत्त्वं पुराणकेनाप्यक्षोदितोऽहं वक्तुं रहस्यं परमं निगूढं त्वयाथ भक्त्या परिणोदितोऽहं वक्षे नमस्कृत्य रघुत्तमन्ते राम परात्मा प्रकृतेरनादिर् आनंद एक पुरुषोत्तमो हि स्वमायया कृत्स्नमिदं सृष्ट्वा नभो वदन्तर्बहिरास्थितो यः सर्वान्तरस्थोऽपि निगूढ आत्मा स्वमायया सृष्टमिदं विचष्टे जगन्ति नित्यं परितो भ्रमन्ति यत्सन्निधौ चुम्बकदोषवद्भिः एतन्न जानन्ति विमूढचेताः स्वाविद्यया संवित्तमानसा ये व्याजहार महाघोर कैकयी भूषण प्रिया। It is there. So this is the Val Ram Hridaya Stotra. I was there, the Bhaskar, in this place, Sajjangarh,
सज्जनगढ़।
just last 10 days ago. In this camp, I taught few shlokas of Ram Hridaya. Have you heard of this Ram Hridaya Stotra? It is the first chapter of the Prathama Kanda, first sarga of the Balakanda of Adhyatma Ramayana. And it is based on a question asked by Sita ji, Parvati Mata to Mahadev, saying that who is this Rama, whom you call as Parabrahma, but we see him as crying for his beloved wife. छाता वहां पे है, देखिए, वो तो नहीं था। अच्छा, पूरी बात कर लेनी चाहिए थी, लेकिन आप कर लीजिए। पूछेगा फोन करके कि बाकी की भी बातें अभी शेष है, आप जाने से पहले सब तय कर लेते हैं, फिर पीछे कुछ रखिएगा बाद में, किंतु परंतु फिर नहीं होना चाहिए। ठीक है, मैं चला रहा हूँ। हाँ, टाइम अप। Everybody who has to come out there, if they are not there, but ओम ओम यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तामह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सत्त्वम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। सर्वतन्त्रस्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शङ्करार्याय वेदान्त गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण यतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवयतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानामुपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णः सन्निहितो भवेत्। ओम अयम अविवेकः केनागच्छति। So now this avivek, because of which abhimana arises, and once when the abhimana comes, then raga dvesha is bound to be there. We have seen, and as a rule it will be there. Okay, wherever there is abhimana, there is going to anvaya vyatireka. We have seen, wherever there is abhimana, there is raga dvesha. It cannot be now avoided. Wherever there is no abhimana, raga dvesha is not there. So this abhimana comes because of there is no other reason for abhimana. That I'm because of my parents, I believe myself to be this or that. No, nothing. Abhimana has got no other reason other than avivek. we have seen this. Because people, we keep on saying, no, it is how our parents have taught us, how our society has taught us, and because you were ridiculed in your child, this is nothing. Abhiman is there only because of aviveka. Okay, remember this. Otherwise, you will continue to say that this frame of ego is because of so and so conditions. But the only condition because of which the ego is aviveka. Now, if you say, now look at this, how we are detrimental to our own spiritual progress. When you say that I believe I am so and so because I was born in this society and I was taught to think like this, that means now you will continue to be like that in that society, or whichever society you go, you still will carry the thing. So there is not going to be freedom. And there is not going to be freedom means even the possibility of freedom, of liberation, is reduced to zero. That means, in other words, that by accepting any other cause of abhimana other than aviveka, you will reach at a dead end called as anirmoksha prasada. So this is the long-reaching implication of it. And therefore, it is better that we are able to understand that abhimana has no other cause other than aviveka. Indiscrimination means not being able to understand clearly. Okay. Question now is, from where has this aviveka come? Kena agacchati? To this, the teacher answers, Swasya nijasya chidatma rupasya anadikalamadikya avarakam atmajnanaika apanodyam yad anadya jnanam tadeva karanam. Swasya nijasya. Now this ajnanam is not some that belongs to somebody, your neighbor, and you have borrowed it or something like that. Swasya nijasya. It belongs to you. A. It may belong to me, but ajnanam means kim vishaya ajnanam. You remember, na? Ichha, kriya, jnana has got its own vishaya. So when you say knowledge of, so what will be your next question? Knowledge of what? If you say I have a desire, then what will be your next question? Desire for what? Which means kim vishayakas ichha, kim vishaya ichha, kim vishayaka jnanam, kim vishakam jnanam. So vishaya is there. So it may belong to you, but what is the object of this ignorance? And that also is your own self. So you are the support as well as you are the object of this ajnana. And that is why in Vivarana Prasthana, it is now said that in the Vishaya of ajnana is also Brahma, and Adhar is also Brahma. Okay. But somehow, Vachaspati Vishwa Bhamatikar, he says that this ajnanam belongs to the jiva and उसका अधिकरण जीव है और उसका विषय ब्रह्म है. विषय ब्रह्म है. these are the two opinions, but Vivarana Prasthana, generally, this is what it is said, that that Vishaya is Brahma, as well as its Adhikarana is also Brahma. Okay. Now, so this is suggested by saying Swasya Nijasya, who belonging to whom and about whom. So, Chidatma Rupasya. So now when you say that he's making it very clear, but the question still will be raised by the Purvapaksha. Chidatma Rupasya. What are you? Chidatma Rupa. Your consciousness. Anadikalam Arabhya. Since when am I ignorant? Since time immemorial. But does that mean that Ajnanam was born at some point of time, which I may not know? Nothing like that. Ajnanam is Anadi. Anadikalam Arabhya. Why do you say this? Why? Because if you accept any other position, that means if you accept a position that Ajnanam was born some million births ago, that means that before that you were Jnani. But you do not have this kind of an experience. Knowledge was there before, and then Ajnanam came, and then again knowledge came. Ignorance is there since the beginning. Knowledge comes and destroys. That's it. Knowledge simply comes and destroys the ignorance. Anadikalam arabhya avarakam. How is it? It conceals the reality. It conceals the fact. Okay. Avarakam. Avarakam means concealer. It conceals. It hides. Avarakam. Atmajnanaikapanotyam. And the only way that this ajnanam goes away is through what? And somebody says, oh, through doing lokaseva. Lokaseva will make you humble, make your antakaranam also pure. Pure means there will be no egotism. That way, now antakaranam is rendered swachha. Now, through this swachha antakaranam, you can have the knowledge. But ultimately, that knowledge will only remove the ignorance. There is no other means through which ignorance can be removed. And so, Atma Jnanaika Apanotyam, how this ignorance, how is it apanotya? How does it become removable? Only through the Atma Jnanam. Got it, all of you? Now, he says, Yadash Anadi Ajnanam. Thus, that which is like this timeless, beginningless ignorance, beginningless ignorance. Oh no, in the world everything has a beginning. Ignorance does not have any beginning. Be very, that is it. Yet anadya jnanam tadeva karanam. That alone is the cause. The cause of what? Of avivek. Now, once you have reached ajnanam, now the inquiry into what is the cause of ajnanam, etc., will finish. And therefore, this the inquiry into the causality now of the chain finishes over here. So it is not assumed, and at some point you are not waiting at some point where now you have discovered what is the karanam of dukkham. Then somebody says, well, karanam of dukkham is ragadvesha, and therefore keep fighting ragadvesha. No, what is the karanam of ragadvesha? Abhimana. So then somebody says, oh, karanam of abhimana. So that's why now you should learn to be humble and give up your ego. And how to give up ego, sir? Is ego some sort of a laddu that you can take from your box and give it away? But then there is give up ego, give up ego. How to give up ego? The ego is also, what is the, if you understand what is the cause of that ego, it is aviveka. But why is this aviveka also there? Because of ignorance. Then you ask, why is this ignorance there? Ignorance has no cause. And therefore now you have reached to the paramakaranam of the bandha, of this bondage. What is the paramakaranam? Ajnanam. Thus, now the mukshu, this Vedanti, is able to see what is the cause of bondage. And that's why he is able to see the cause of dukkham is ajnanam. Otherwise, you and me, we keep on seeing dukkham also. And we are saying that what is the cause of dukkham, this person and that person. Even after listening to Vedanta also and going through this whole process, what are we concluding? What is the cause of dukkham? Mr. X, Mr. Y, and so and so. He said like that, she said like that. And that's why I am very unhappy. Are bhai, if you are unhappy, if there is dukkham, where should your viveka take you to? It should take you systematically climbing one ladder, one step of the ladder, every rung of the ladder. And thus, if you are able to reach that cause of dukkham is ajnanam, now you are a mumukshu, and this not only just a mumukshu, but you have become a jnanasu, because jnana means jnanecha, jnatu ichha jnana. So athato brahma jnana is there. So the mumukshu of Vedanta is actually a jitnyasu. Why is he jitnyasu? Now you understand. So it is not just some sort of a curiosity because of which he wants to know Brahman. It is jitnyasa because by knowing Paramatma, ajnanam goes away. And why do you want to get rid of ajnanam? Because that is the cause of dukkham. But what is the cause of your dukkham? Mr. X, Mr. Y. He said like that and she said like that. Now, with this, we will never make any progress. So, therefore, now, swasya, nijasya, chidatma rupasya, anadikalamarabhya, avarakam, atmajnanaikapanotyam, yad anadi ajnanam, tadeva karanam. Idameva jnanam. Now, how? But if there is ajnanam, it should also show its effect. Otherwise, how will you know? Ajnanam is something, it can be there, but if it does not express, you don't know several things. But unless and until you admit to yourself or to somebody else, I don't know. Let's say there is Italian language. Do you know Italian language, Banu? Now, when you say, I don't know, humne jana bhi, now you are admitting the ignorance or not.
Yes.
So, unless and until there is an expression to it, how would you know that there was this ignorance? Isn't it? Let us say. So, therefore, that vyavahara also of that has to be there, which will declare its presence. In Shri Krishna's language, actually, the vyavahara, that aham dukhi, itself is a declaration of ajnana. He goes directly to that. Na anushocanti pandita. Those who are those who are those who are jnani, they do not grieve. So what is the cause for not having grief? Dukkham. Jnanam. So obviously, what was the cause of grief? Ajnanam.
Mananam.
No.
He is not saying that you're going to cry because, Bhishma Pitama and all. You're crying because there is means that vyavahar that I am dukhi or I will become dukhi or I may become dukhi. Even this possibility of seeing dukkham in the self is declaration of ajnanam. So now over here, idameva ajnanam. But he adopts a simpler process for us to understand. Mamaham na janami, I don't know myself. Iti vyavahariyate. Okay, what is the vyavahara? I don't know myself. Mam aham na janami. Okay, further. Nanu loke prantam ekam vina kova atmanam na janati. Sir, this Purva Pakshi, he says, other than some mad person, who in this world is going to say, I don't know myself? You see? But what is the meaning of I? Abhipret meaning for the writer, author? Chidatma. But what are you calling yourself? Aham Stri, Aham Kumar. Obviously. So he's saying, who in this world, Antam Ekam Vina, other than the bad person, nobody ever says Aham Mam Jana. You understand? Everybody has got some idea about this is what I am. I know myself. And then when you fight with each other also, you say, na, yeah, I know myself better or you know. So somebody comes and tells you, actually you said like that, but your intention was different. And then you say, hey, I know it better or you know myself better. Huh? By the way, the psychologist people, that Roche's window is there, you know, na? Some Roche's window. Anyways. Atmanam na janati iti. Iti chet, if this is your question, then what is the answer? Don't read the answer. What is the answer? Sarve bhranta eva. If you say that it is only this bad people say, then we are going to say, everybody is mad. Oh, don't say like that. He has won that Lalit Kala Academy Award, Sahitya Award. He can get whatever award. But if he does not know Atma is Brahman, then he is Ajnani. He can have whatever. He can be a Nobel laureate. But in Shankaracharya or Shri Krishna's vision, what is he? Ajnani eva. Bechara. Like that. Nanu logha. Sarve bhranta eva. Sir, how can you say like that? Tat katham. How do you say like that? Iti chet. If this is your question, look at what people are calling themselves as. Aham brahmanaha, aham kshatriyaha, aham vaishyaha, aham shudraha, aham brahmachari, aham grahastha, ityadi rupena mithyabhutam imam dehameva sarve jananti. Now you are calling yourself, I'm tall, I'm short, I'm man, I'm woman, this is my weight, I've lost weight, I've maintained myself. All these claims about yourself are what? You're talking about the body mind complex only. And that is what you are calling as I. You see, that is what you are calling yourself as I. Mithyabhutam imam deham sarve janati. Sharira vyatiriktam atmanam kopi na janati. That this I is something other than this body, etc., is not known. And how is that knowing other than the body? It is not like object one and object two. Remember this. This is the Viveka of Vedanta. What is the Viveka of Vedanta? Not object one and object two. The Viveka of Vedanta is Satya Mithya Vivek. What is it? Remember this. It is Satya Mithya Vivek. Though we say Nitya Nitya Viveka, but what is it truly speaking? It is Satya Mithya Vivek. Now, these people, the Sankhyas, also have Purusha Prakriti Vivek. ध्यान देना इस पे. They have what? Purusha and Prakriti. According to the Sankhya Shastra, what is it that is required for you to know is that what is Purusha and what is Prakriti. Okay. Now, according to them, people are paying attention. Miratai, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sangeeta, you're there now?
हाँ जी सर.
अच्छा है. नहीं तो ऑन करके भाग जाएंगे.
नहीं नहीं, ऐसे कैसे भागेंगे?
तो क्या हुआ? वो in the Sankhya people, they have Purusha Prakriti Viveka. So the Sankhya people are saying that in order for you to be liberated, all you require is Purusha Prakriti Viveka. Okay. Then they say that this Purusha is also Anadi and Nitya. Okay. And Prakriti is also Anadi and Nitya. So now, in them also, there is no Nitya Nitya Viveka. Because both of these Purusha is also Nitya, Prakriti is also Nitya. But only difference that they have is that one Nitya is Chaitanya, Chetan, the other Nitya is Jada. And therefore, Chetana Jada Viveka is the Viveka of Sankhyas. In Vedanta, what is the Viveka? Nityanitya Viveka is also applicable. Jada, Chetan Jada Viveka is also applicable. But moreover, for us to understand it clearly, we have Satya Mithya Viveka. What do you mean by Satya Mithya Viveka? So, in Satya Mithya Viveka, what happens is just like the Viveka of understanding gold and the ornament. Okay? Gold and the ornament. So, when you understand gold is other than the ornament, do you create a duality over there? Object one and object. What is happening? So, what is happening there? It is Nitya Nitya Viveka also. It can be also called as Nitya because the ornament is something that comes and goes. So it is Anitya. Whereas the gold.
Thailand, let's say. Sorry, nothing.
Okay. So gold remains there. Ornament is what comes and goes. So what is Anitya? The ornament is Anitya. Gold is Nitya. So over here you have the Nitya Nitya Viveka. It can be said like that. Paramatma is the substratum, and this world of names and forms, manifest, unmanifest, Vyashti, Samashti, Sukshma, Sthula, everything comes and goes. But moreover, it is mithya and satya. How come? So we are going to say now, with our limited example of gold and ornament, that gold is nitya means that we are going to say gold is satyam, whereas that what is anityam is mithya. Huh? Why is it mithya? Because by calling, saying ornament, there is no duality created. Then that duality also appears on the same substratum taking existence from the gold alone. So there is nothing like gold and the ornament. Yet our vyavahara is gold and the ornament. You see me? What is our vyavahara? Gold and the ornament. And so now over here we have Satya Mithya Viveka. Iti vyavahariyate ajnanam. Nanu lobha, where is it? Mithya bhutam imam dehameva sarve janati. Sharira vyatiriktam atmanam kopi na janati. Nobody knows even those people who claim they are great scholars, educated, prabuddha people of the society, and you also believe them to be very prabuddha people of the society, enlightened people of the society, yet how are they? They tena janati. Kopi na janati. Tena jananti. Ataha sarve bhanta eva, because they do not know this what is the nature of the self as chidatma. They do not know. And hence what are they? Bhanta eva. So now, Sharira Vyatiriktam Atmanam na jananti, you said. Now the Purva Pakshi picks up that point and he says, oh, Sharira Vyatiriktam Atmanam, even other people are also saying, these people, Brahma Kumari and all these people are also there, na? Everywhere. So, you remember that shloka from Dakshinamurti Stupa. Deham pranamindriyaanyapchalam buddhim cha shunyam vibuhu stri balandajadopamastva Granta Trisham Varinah Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpitamaha Vyamoha Samharide Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Lakshina Taye. Now there are these Bhranta people, and every Bhranta person has his own philosophy. And everybody is thinking about Atma. So they are some way or the other talking about Atma. So one says Atma means this body only, Deham. Then another one says not this body. It is actually the power which is there, that energy inside this body. Some sort of a power is there. You also will hear this kind of things. That it is some sort of a energy, some sort of Shakti in the body. Chaitanya Shakti. They will give some name also. So when the Shakti is there, the Shakti makes this enlivens the body. And so now you're able to talk, walk, think, eat, take bath, and all those things are possible because this energy, that Shakti is making this body vibrate. So Deham, first one had said. Second one said Prana. Prana. So what they are admitting in their philosophy is what is this Atma? Nothing but prana. You understand? Deham pranam. So everybody, all of them are thinking about what this Atma is, and each one of them has made their own philosophy regarding it also. Ferociously. Deham pranam api indriyanyapi. Then there is somebody says Indriyas. This prana extension is Indriyas. Deham pranam api indriyanyapi chala. Buddhin. Then somebody says Buddhi. This ahankar is what is there. This is Atma. What is you really? That Freudian self. Freudian self. And Buddhim cha shunyam, and then somebody comes and says nothing. Shunyam viduhu. And how is their vyavahara then? Those who have this kind of philosophy, each one has got. So don't you see that we people call ourselves, I'm a man, I'm a woman. Stri bala tajaro pamaastvahamiti. Bhranta Trishamvadinaha. And they also justified through all this vyavahara. Vadina. Bhranta Trishamvadinaha. They are all Bhrant. So they all appear to be very Prabhuddha, enlightened, talking about Atma. But according to them, what is Atma? This something, some red this thing or something comes and goes, and Jivatma, this, that, and all that. Some people, some spiritual cults, sects, have got their own lingo also. Then somebody born or somebody dies. Oh, बड़ा पुण्यवान जीवात्मा आ गया, गोलोक से डायरेक्टली आ गया हमारे घर. ये बड़ा अच्छा जीवात्मा था, बड़ा अच्छा ऊपर जाएगा आएगा. What is this आत्मा का आना जाना? That's why अतः सर्वे Bhanta eva, because in their opinion, this is all what they call as Atma, but none of them know that Atma means Brahmavastu. And that's why what are they? Bhanta eva. No matter how nicely they may talk, they may have lakhs and lakhs people as their followers, yet what are they? We will say it very blatantly. What, Bhanu, what are they?
Branta.
Bhranta eva. Okay, Nanu, sorry, question. Nanu, loke kechit shastrajnaha pauranikascha. Now there are these people, especially this Hare Krishna cult and all this. Because for them, now Shruti Nirnaya is not what they want. They're Pauranikas. So they will consider one form of God as this is the supreme personality, supreme and all that things. Every form of God is supreme only, supreme person only, Purana Purusha only, Parama Purusha only. Okay. So these Pauranikas, they will also say, what is this Atma? Oh, you are from one body to another body, you're going and going and going and going. And then ultimately, when will this journey and this constant, football game finish? Getting kicked from one body into another body. What is football only? You are. Then when will this football game end? When you reach from Vishnu Lok, Golok, and all those things. Okay. So they are admitting that Atma is other than the body, aren't they? So according to you, you said people who are Bhanta, they do not know that Atma is other than the body. But there are Sorry. So there are these Pauranikas who are saying Atma is other than the body, and they have followers also, and they make nice prasad. So let us go there. So he says, Manyamanaha Pauranikascha Deham Anatmatvena Manyamanaha. How do they accept this body as Anatma? Deham Anatmatvena Manyamanaha Ghatakudya Sannibham Deham. And so they look upon this body as something which is as like any other jadavastu, like a pot or a wall or a furniture. What is that? Jada only. Ghata kutya sannibham deham vihaya anyameva atmanam jananti. So they talk about Atma as being other than the body, and the body is nothing else but just this, how this, protein and vitamin and calcium and all these things put together. That is all what you're calling with mixed with some water. The body. So nothing else. These are just these physical elements. So they are saying that Atma is other than the body. So hey Swami, or Lord, this is how our Upanishads tell how you should address even your teacher. Teacher, not like that. Mr. Teacher, Adi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Hey Bhagavan. Please instruct me about Brahman. So that's why even one should not even answer the teacher in Hunkar. Hey, did you do that work? Not even in Hunkar. Okay. So how should the teacher be addressed? Why should there be this thing of that is the Vaidika parampara, and it has its own punya also, and it has its own drishta psychological phala also. Okay. Hey Swamin, oh Lord, Atmanam na kepi janati iti kathamuchyate. Then, sir, when these Pauranikas and Shastranyas are there, who are talking about Atma as being different from the body, going from one body to another body, then, sir, how, by what way do you say that no, in society nobody knows this Atma? How do you say that? Kathamuchyate iti chet, if this is your question, he putra, tepi parmatmam atmanam na janati. Oh, my son, hey putra. So this is with love and affection that the teacher speaks. Oh, my son. So when a question, the father is definitely not going to lie to the son, right? I mean, so there is no secret now. Whatever is the secret, he is not going to keep it. He is going to give it. The father has to, because he has to give it to the son only. All that. He is not going to keep it a secret where he has hidden. He tells, "Yes, hey putra, they be parmarthikam atmanam na jananti." They do not know what is the parmarthika atma, the reality of the self, the real self. They do not. Though we use this word, the whole vyavahara is based on I am. Yet you do not know what is the meaning of this I. Okay, parmarthikam atmanam na jananti. But then they are saying other than the body. What is that then? Kintu kartaram bhoktaram parichinnam lokantaragam chidabhasadupam vyavaharikam jivatmanam eva atmatvena janati. So now they call this karta, bhokta, the doer, the experiencer, this limited entity, Lokantaragaminam, the one who is going from one field of experience to Another field of experience, Lokantaragaminam, Chidabhasarupam, the one who is the reflection of this consciousness, Vyavaharikam, is a transactional reality, is what they call as ultimate reality. What is transactional reality? It is admitted by you and me, and that's why we accept it as reality. That is transactional reality. Otherwise, when you have 100 rupees, what is the meaning of 100 rupees, Bhaskar? That means that 100 rupees means you can buy gold worth 100 rupees. Because, it is currency is valued against gold reserves in the Reserve Bank. Isn't it? What is the, but then when you are holding 100 rupees note, it is nothing but, not a piece of paper, not more than 50 paisa. With all everything that they have done, watermark and everything, 50 paisa. But what are you calling it? 100. And we also admit this is real 100 rupees. So, and transaction also becomes possible because of that 100 rupees only. Okay. Isn't it only? So you see, transactional reality is accepted reality. So this is what I am, and I'll come and I'll go, and I am the Karta, I am the Bhokta, Parichinnam, Lokantaraгаminam, Chidabhasarupam, Vyavaharikam, Jivam, Atmatvena Jananti. Okay, this is what is the meaning of their self. What they understand by the word I. Tam vina, and they do not know. Akartaram, aparichinnam, achalam, chidrupam, paramathikam, atmanam, na jananti. They do not know that this I is akarta, abhokta, aparichinnam, not a small entity, limited entity, but yes, boundless, limitless, anantavastu, chid achalam. Achalam means achalam means
Immovable.
not
Immovable. Immovable.
immovable. Correct. Immovable. Correct. Immovable. Achalam chidrupam parmarthikam jananti. They do not know. This is what is the meaning of I. Idam ajnanam kenagatam iti ched. So now, yes. So they do not know, even those great people who are, leading several people and creating cults and sects and several other, followers and backs and doors and all that thing said and done. What is it? They are Bhranta. What are they? Because they are calling that as Atma, which is not Atma. That's why Bhranta. Correct? That what is Rajatam, that what is Shuktika, you are calling it as Rajatam, and therefore Bhranta eva. Bhranta eva. Idam ajnanam kenagatam iti chet. So now he says, from where has this ajnanam come? $1 million question. Where has it come from? Iti chet, if this is your question, asya jnanasya anaditvena vedeshu shastreshu prasiddhatvat karanam vaktum na shakyate. Anaditvena, it is beginningless. And how is it? Where do you find it as being told as beginningless? Vedeshu shastreshu cha prasiddhatvat. Siddhatvat means it is evident. But how is it made evident? Through the pramad. And that's why it is prasiddha, not just popular, okay? Prasiddham means it is made evident through the Veda and Veda Shastra. prasiddhatvat karanam vaktum na shakyate. Because there is, you cannot show that there is anything which can be called as the cause of ignorance. Ignorance can become the cause, but ignorance is not having any cause of its own. The rest of it in the parampara, what is the dukkham is the effect. What is the cause?
Sharira parigraha.
But sharira parigraha is an effect of karma.
Ajnanam.
Sharira parigraha is the cause of dukkham, but sharira parigraha in return is also an effect.
So फिर Ajnanam is the basic cause.
Ajnanam is the karanam, but ajnanam cannot become anybody's effect. And therefore ajnanam remains as the karanam alone, paramakaranam, bandhasya paramakaranam. Iti vaktum karanam vaktum na shakyate. Now, what is going to be your next question? Obvious question is, if there is no karanam for ajnanam, because what we have understood that something can be destroyed if the karanam is destroyed. Correct?
जी हाँ.
न बजेगा, न रहेगी, न बजेगा बांस, और क्या न रहेगा बांस, न
न बजेगी
बजेगी
बांसुरी. न
बांसुरी,
बजेगी बांसुरी.
है ना? So
हाँ.
if the cause is destroyed, then that object can be destroyed completely. But ajnanam does not have any.
Cause.
So how will you destroy ajnanam?
That's the basic question.
Yeah. तर्हि तस्य अज्ञानस्य आदिर्नास्ति इति चेत् अन्तोऽपि नास्ति इति निश्चयः. है ना? And if this is the case, then what will happen? Jivasya muktirapi na syad. Anirmoksha prasanga will come and stand knocking on your door. Jivasya muktirapi na syad. Iti chet. If this is your question, now listen. This ajnanam can be destroyed, though it does not have a cause, does not have a beginning. Sir, do you have any example that something can be destroyed which does not have a beginning? Yes, we have. We have. So we will see this when we meet tomorrow. Enough for now. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashakatau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmiti Murti Veda Bhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Taye Namaha.
Sri Gurubhyo Namah.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Namah Shivaya. Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadev. All right. I said tomorrow, but tomorrow is Saturday, na? We will meet later, Monday.